Mrs. Doherty, if you want to go ahead next.
Hi, yes, my name is Crystal Doherty. I am the other half of the 6th grade CHIP team. I teach English language arts and social studies, and I will also be helping out in a gen ed social studies class as well.
Put this down. You can get dressed, and
Mrs.
then
Dice, I'm going to let you guys kind of pass it off
your
to the
dad
next
probably won't
person
come
on
in
your
next,
list
and then the
because it's hard
provider will
for me
come
to
back
see
in.
through. So when you finish, SPED teachers, if you would pass it off to one of your colleagues, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. I'm Mrs. Dice. I am an 8th grade CHIP teacher, and I teach ELA and social studies. And I've been at Dominion. This is my 11th year. Ms. Staten?
Hello, everyone. I am Miss Staten, and I am an 8th grade CHIP
so she's getting
teacher.
dressed,
and
I'll tell her you'll probably be in next, and then
if
they're
you
going to come
have
after
your
you.
microphone on, could you please put it on mute? Thank you. Also, so I teach, what do I teach? I teach math and science for the CHIP students, and I have been at Dominion. This is my 17th year. Who's left?
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt. This is Mrs. Chu. Are we recording in here?
Yes, Ms. Chu.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Miss Rowe, you could go. You're muted, Mrs. Rowe.
Sorry about that. I am Trisha Rowe, and I am thrilled to be at Dominion this year. This is my first year at Dominion. I will be working with the CHIP program. I'm an intervention specialist for the deaf and hard of hearing children, and I'll be working with students who are in mainstream and inclusion classes. So I'll be meeting many of you, and I've been teaching for a few years, but this is my first year at Dominion. I don't know who's next, but can't wait to meet you all.
Pass the mic. I'll go ahead and take over here.
Okay.
I am 6th, 7th, and 8th grade high incidence language arts. Andrea Manfresca and I kind of job share that one. So she takes math and science, and I take language arts and social studies. I have been at Dominion. This is my 3rd year. This is my 25th year teaching. And many of you are asking, like, which teacher is mine? We will let you know, I promise. So in Dominion, we have a variety of programs serving students with special needs as you're hearing. We have programs for students with hearing impairments. We have programs for students with multiple disabilities. We have programs for students with learning disabilities, speech impairment. We have OT services. We have PT services. So we offer a full continuum of services, and depending on what your child's individual needs are, will be which of these lovely people you are matched up with. So don't worry, there is someone that is going to be contacting you for your child's specific needs, and that will be on an individual basis. So you'll get to see everybody here tonight, and then there'll be individual contacts made to specific people.
My name is Miss Burns.
And Mr. Kramer, you want to introduce yourself next? Oh, go ahead, Ms. Burns. You're fine. You can jump in.
My name is Miss Burns. I'm the speech language therapist, and I help support the IEP goals for all students that are working on their speech and language skills. And I have students 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And I've been at Dominion since 2009. Looking forward to working with you all again.
I'll go. My name is Miss Royce, and I am one of the teachers for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing program. I'm deaf as well. This is my 14th year with the program, and I'm excited for the new year, even though it's going to look different. Who's next? Who hasn't gone yet?
I can go. Hi, my name is Corbin Kramer. I am part of the MD Inclusion Program. This is my 7th year as an instructional assistant at Dominion Middle School. and I am really excited to see all you guys. I'll be working with students in small group settings and going with kids to their classrooms and helping them with their coursework and helping them interact with their peers as well. I also run a creative writing club, and I am really looking forward to working with students this year. I love Dominion. Dominion's always been my home. Angelina, why don't you go next?
Would you mind if I go next?
Yeah.
Jump in. We got to pick up the pace a little bit so we can get to some content. So do a quick introduction.
All right. I'm Miss Medley. I work with Miss Bryant and Miss Red, and I'm the multiple disabilities teacher in 1 out of 3 of those classrooms. So I'm sure I've gotten in contact with a lot of my students' parents. So you probably already have my information.
Hello, my name is Joy Carter, and I'm an intervention specialist tutor. I am part of the team with Wendy Flemings, and we're tutoring kids. I'm tutoring kids grade 6 and 7, and we'll be pulling students out and working with the students' IEP and, of course, other content that they may have a little trouble with. So, and I'm excited to be in with Dominion, and of course, we will be calling the parents. And so again, it's great working with the new families with the Dominion.
Hi, I'm Miss Downs. I'm an instructional assistant in Miss Medley's room. And this is my 2nd year at Dominion. I'm really excited to see all the students.
Did we get everybody?
No, you didn't get me. Hello. My name is Miss Gray, and I will be working with, I work in Miss Bryant's room, and I'm an instructional assistant, and I will be going with the students as well, taking them to their courses and working with them as well, and taking them to various classes and assisting them with their schoolwork. Can you hear me? I don't know if they can hear me or not.
You did.
Yes.
Okay. All right. My video is not working.
Okay, we got you. Did we get everybody?
Oh, my video didn't go up.
Wendy?
Oh, yes. I already went. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. If I've missed anybody, I apologize, but I want to make sure we have time to get through a couple questions also. So special ed services at Dominion face-to-face are in an inclusion model. So what that means is if your student were in our building, they would be attending classes with their grade level peers, with our wonderful staff that you just met included in those classes to whatever degree their IEP dictates. So that looks a little different for different students depending on their needs, but our model is an inclusion model. That translates a little differently when we're doing virtual learning. So in the virtual learning setting that we're currently in, we will be delivering IEP instruction based on your child's IEP. It could be in a whole group, in a general education classroom virtually. It could be in a small group. It could be in a one-on-one setting, depending on that IEP and what your child needs. We do have the full continuum, like I said, of related services available. If your child has OT or PT or speech, that therapist will be contacting you to kind of work out and talk through what that looks like in a virtual setting. But we absolutely honor those services, and those will remain in place. With your IEP, your teachers will be communicating with you through Google Classroom, through email, through Zoom meetings or WebEx meetings, and phone calls. I know Ms. Flanagan said we don't have a system in place for phone calls, but with our special ed instruction, if you need that as a modality for accessing your teachers in a virtual setting, we can absolutely work that out. It may be through a Google voice call. It may be through a computer modality for us to reach you, but we will work that communication out and make sure that your child's needs are being met. Within the first few weeks of school, an intervention specialist will be contacting your family individually to walk through your child's IEP, and we will go through each of their goals and their services as they would be delivered in a face-to-face model if we were in person in school. And we will have a conversation about what that could look like, what your concerns are, what your child might need to be successful in this virtual learning model until we can get back in school. So that will absolutely happen on an individual basis. And we will iron out those details because it is going to be very individualized based on your child's needs. Inclusion at Dominion, like we said, works on a co-teaching model or an inclusion model where our special ed staff is in the room teaching with our general education teachers. We co-plan lessons. We co-teach in the actual lessons. So what that looks like in the virtual setting often means your child might attend a 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, whatever grade level they're in, language arts class with the general education teacher and an intervention specialist in that same class. And they might be pulled into a breakout room to work on individual needs there. We also offer that Wednesday asynchronous day seems to be a good day to provide some small group or individual instruction in a Zoom session. And there are also core sections during the day on that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. Each grade level has a core period, which can be used for intervention services also. So your child will absolutely have access to special education teachers Monday through Friday. That was one of the questions that was in the main room chat. So there will be access to special education teachers every day. And again, what that looks like for your particular child will be ironed out individually.
Miss Norris?
Yes, ma'am.
There was a question in there. What will the IEP review look like, annual review? How will that look different?
Sure. We have conducted those. We did a bunch in the spring. We are conducting those over Zoom also. And for that, you can either log into the Zoom link and do it in a video medium, or you can do it via the phone. But your entire child's team, just like if we sat down at a table in a face-to-face school setting, your entire child's team would be on that call or that video meeting, and we would walk through it just as if we would in face-to-face instruction. So those IEPs will be revisited. They will be rewritten on schedule, that annual review, just as if your child was in the school building. That's an excellent question. Do we have any others, Andrea, that I missed in there?
I think the teachers answered most of them.
Nope. Okay, moving on. If anybody has, oh, okay. Okay. This is going to be super SpecialEd as much as we'd love to, but how you can support us and your child at home. Set a daily schedule. Try to keep consistent with that. I know we're in the house and life is crazy, and I have 4 kids too, and it's hard, but try to keep a consistent daily schedule. Set clear expectations for when is work time, when is play time, how long are we working. Set up a comfortable workspace so your child enjoys being there. Please allow them to take brain breaks throughout the day. We have breaks built into our schedule for virtual instruction, but if your child needs more breaks than that, do what you need to do to keep them engaged and happy and productive in that virtual learning setting. Our teachers will absolutely help you if you are struggling with what to do and your child's having a hard time focusing or completing instructions. Please communicate with your intervention specialist. We have all kinds of bags of tricks that we can try to help assist that. Please stay in communication with your child's teachers. Check that email every day. Check your Infinite Campus. Get into your child's Google Classroom. Those are all going to be really important. And if you don't know how to do that, please ask. We have people that can help you with that. And then utilizing Chromebook accessibility features. Again, your teacher can walk you through some of those things on an individual basis. There are extra apps and extensions we can suggest for individual needs that are beyond what the general education offers that will assist with some of those online learning expectations as well. That's our team. Some more of our team. I know it seems like it's kind of vague. With an IEP, it's individualized, so that really is going to be a conversation you'll have to have with your individual intervention specialist. Please know that we're here to help, and we get it, and we know that this is nobody's favorite way of delivering instruction, and that it's really hard for our kids that already have challenges, but we've learned a bunch of new strategies and a bunch of new ways to deliver instruction. And we have a lot of great minds and resources on staff, and we're here to help make it as easy as possible and as successful as possible for you and your students.
I have a question. Hello?
Anybody have any questions?
Yes, I have a
Absolutely,
question.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Dan Kelly, and you were talking about Chrome extensions, and I was thinking about things like Chromevox or Zoom, the magnification, or some of that stuff like that. We just got our Chromebook today.
Okay.
I was wondering if there are permissions for the Chromebook. Will we be able to install those extensions on the Chromebook, or will we have to request through the technology team or admin or whatever that extension be pushed out to our kids' Chromebook?
It's a combination of both. There are some that you can add on your own, and there are some that we have to get special permission to add. Those can be done in many cases. It's kind of like a call chain that we have to do, so it's not usually an immediate if it's one of those special extensions, but we absolutely have access to do some of those things. I would encourage you to get in and get familiar with our traditional programs that the kids use and see what the lessons look like. And again, your intervention specialist is going to be walking alongside of you for that, but to see what your instruction looks like the way it would be seen by a kid that is not on an IEP. And then if that doesn't meet their needs, we absolutely can look at adding other extensions or accommodating that. But I think you'll find in many cases, our teachers are really good at heading off a lot of that and modifying and accommodating for many kids, because most of the time your child's needs are not that different in many cases than many of our other students.
All right, thank you.
Now, can they use special objects like tools or pencils to help them count if they need to help, if they need to count with their math?
Aunt Jennifer, and yes, and if you need any materials like physical manipulatives, please let us know and we can get those to you, okay?
Oh yeah, I will probably need them. That way he has things that help him count.
Okay,
because
great.
I would definitely need extra things to help him out.
All right,
with the
Jennifer,
math.
I'll make sure we get those to you. Everybody, we're going to be going back to the main room in about 5 seconds.